I thought that philanthropy was just reserved for the high class, and I realized that was a totally ignorant perspective to take.
It was eye-opening to realize that these people dedicate like almost all of their lives to working with charities and trying to help others.
This is completely new. No one in our group has ever done anything like this before, so it was actual discovery.
There's no other word for an eye-opener. You really realize what's important in your life and what's not.
I watched a different approach to reach these kids, taking a different angle to get to them.
This program brings light to, and it teaches people things that can't be taught in any other way.
I think it should be required something along the lines in every school because it's really an eye-opener that everybody needs to learn.
It was a really revolutionary program.
I was seeing new ways to reach them and finding things that interest them. And so as a teacher, that's invaluable to me because I can apply that to any subject I teach, to any group of kids I have.
To be a part of this program is just so beneficial, and I really hope every student has the opportunity to experience what I experienced this year.
Shocked at the numbers that we were giving when people came in or when we did our research. Just flabbergasted really at what they learned through just researching the organizations.
It's a new approach. It's a new way to reach these kids.
We went on our field trip to Habitat for Humanity, and I could see that the lady receiving the checks that day, she was getting choked up because she was already thinking, and I could see it in her eyes, that this money would benefit the people that she had dealt with that day, the previous day, and the day before.
I was so grateful to have had this experience and to get to go through this process and not only see the best way to donate, but also to see the change within myself and my classmates.
The changes they made in each family's lives, it was so mind-blowing.
I had a really personal experience with my mother when I was doing the interviews, just kind of getting to reconnect with her on a different level than I've ever gotten to before. Going through the questions, I learned that even though maybe I didn't identify with my mother that much because I had a lot of anger built up over the years, not so much anymore, that we were really similar. Like the one thing that the one question asked was, what would be the one thing that you would change in the world? And she said, selfishness. If everyone could be selfless, then we wouldn't have any problems. And I was like, wow, Mom, I agree with you. And so that was kind of really personal for me.
And I used to have to go to Nemours Hospital all the time and be around kids who had been through the program before and had been terminally ill for a long period of time, and that they've changed a lot, and this gave them a lot of hope. And I had a nice little cry with him, and he said, this is what I do this for, and that your donation is going to make a big difference to us.
The woman was so happy, and she was just so thankful for us to be there, to get the money, even to get the recognition. She was just so happy to even be thought of, and that really just touched me.
When she started, tearing up and breaking down, I had to hold back tears myself.
Watching them have those moments where the light turns on and they understand, and I get emotional about that because this is my career and this is what I do, and those kids are like children to me, and to see them change and grow and be better, that's all that I'm here for. I'm not here for, it's not for the money, that's for sure, and it's for them to grow and to be stronger and to be better adults and to leave my classroom and to go out into the world and be that influence that we need, that the world needs right now, for them to be stronger and to understand what it is to give and to not expect in return.
I almost cried during each speech because I actually got to hear how it changed their lives. I never actually heard from each student how it really affected them, so hearing that, it really brought me to tears, and it was so touching to actually hear the impact Main Street Philanthropy has had on their lives.
I just really feel like I could connect with people more on a different level, on a giving level, on a selfless level.
To go for it. It's a great program. It will change your life.
A light bulb lit in my head, and it told me that I need to do something too. It strengthened a desire within myself to want to go out and really help other people and do things, and it brought tears to my eye knowing that I had potentially something that could change the world.
I feel like before, where I was just volunteering my time and effort, that they were only getting a small piece of my heart. Giving financially, I felt like they were finally getting the other half.
I've kind of seen a light that I'm not the center of our universe and that I'm not the only person here and that I need to stop being so selfish and be more selfless.
You kind of like challenged us, and I saw a lot of kids that I wouldn't think that would step up to the plate, and they really stepped up and then went beyond.
We are living in a hard world where things seem to be getting worse every day, and this program gives them a ray of hope.
I've learned that philanthropy does change people's lives, and it is the right thing to do.
It's great to get to see how you can help your community.
I learned a lot about, becoming mature through this program.
It's something I really have to do, and like as a human being, to give back to others who don't have as much as I do.
I want to go out and show people the benefits of giving and of donating and how great that feeling can be, not just because you're doing good, but seeing the people that you're doing good for.
It would be wonderful to give other children the opportunity that we've been given, because this is definitely a life-changing experience. I will always look back on this and think, hey, that was the point in my life that I really understood what giving and selflessness is all about.
It's changed my life, and I'll never forget that. And I hope other people can be able to experience this, because it's something that really is truly amazing.
And for someone that is looking to be a part of this program, what better way to spend your time and to spend your resources than to give these kids the opportunity to become better than what they are. That's what these kids do. They go into their cocoons around week 2 or 3, and when they come out at week 4 or 5, they are different. And that, as an educator, is something you cannot put a price on.